In terms of our first speaker, she's been Minister of State for Employment since October 2013, MP for Wirral West since the last election in May 2010, and of course maybe you'll get another job in a few months' time, hopefully. And you've represented, of course, the constituency in which you've grown up, which maybe makes you a little bit unique in terms of the Westminster community. But when I was doing my research for this, the thing that really pricked my attention was when Esther first was in her role as an MP, she was interviewed by an organisation called Politics First. And she was asked about how her experience in business and commerce might actually help her as an MP. And I'm going to read this directly from the card so that I don't get misquoted and therefore misquote you. But what she said was, "I believe it has because I have come here armed with focused determination and time management. And these are critical skills an MP requires because there are so many things you can be doing here that you need to be regimental. I had no idea you already had such affiliation with the armed forces, being armed for your job as an MP and also being regimental about how you approached it all." Please welcome to the stage Minister of State for Employment, Esther McVey MP. Thank you.
See, you can't say I'm not organised and forward-thinking that 4 years ago when I did that very first interview, I knew I was going to be here this evening. Sometimes when people say, "I've found a quote that you said many years ago," I do say, my heart sinks wondering what they are going to read out. But Martin, thank you very much indeed for that. But obviously the one thing that registered with me was 300 businesses in less than 2 years. That is sensational and an incredible start-up rate. And so obviously for Minister of Employment, I wanted to be here and get on board something that is going to be, not only has been successful, but is going to be even more successful if we can get the right collaboration of people, if we can get the right network for people to take this forward. And I know we've got those people in the room. And then the other question that was asked by Lord Young, because he is somebody who does a lot of work behind the scenes, really wanting to help the military. And he said, "Esther, would you come and be a part of this?" And I said, "Well, it'd be an honour, because from my neck of the woods as well, there's a lot of people who go into the military. And I do think, what kind of people are they? Yes, they're resourceful. Yes, they're great team players. Yes, they've given a lot to the country. Yes, they're selfless." And I thought, what a fantastic person, not only to be an employer, but actually to set up in business. And it's got written down here, "When I think of the armed forces," I kind of thought that was kind of a funny opening line, ... When I think of the armed forces. Well, actually, when I think of the armed forces, I always think of the abseiling I invariably do for them once a year for charity. And when it said they've got leadership, teamwork and planning, I thought, yes, I didn't know what I was doing. And after them saying 20 times, 1, 2, 1, 2, I remember being off the top of a 200-foot building and on my way down. I didn't have time to think, but they had put me on the right track. They'd made sure I was safe and secure, and off I was, confident that I could get to the bottom of the abseil. And that's why I know they're great people for business, because of all of these qualities that they have got. And what are we here to do? We're helping them move from one establishment, one organisation, into civilian life, into business and into setting up their own business. And equally, we've got startup loans here who put £3 million, there they are, to them, £3 million so far into helping the military set up. And I was just speaking to Harry just before, and he said, "You know what, our word is our bond. And if we say we're going to do something, and if we say we're going to set up a business, then that is what we're going to do." And when I looked at the figures and the statistics and how many people do actually end up in business, what the success rate is and what their success rate is paying off their loan, it's 2/3 higher than the general average. So the word is their bond. They have all the skills and capabilities. And I guess what today I'm asking from everybody in the room, do you think that you could help support somebody? Do you think you could help mentor somebody? Do you think you could help somebody set up in business? Because if you do, then please come on board, work with the ex-forces, because that is what's key. And again, when I look at people who set up businesses, SMEs, well, they're 99% of all businesses, and they employ 15 million people. So if we can get more military into the world of business, into setting up businesses and helping other people into work, then that's the kind of people we want, especially in businesses, when we're talking that we want good businesses with good corporate social responsibility. If your word is your bond, then that's the sort of people we want in the UK setting up businesses. And how have we come forward as the government? What we're offering today is our support in the collaboration here, and this is giving space for growth. This is giving premises and resources to help people from the military set up in business. So for me, it's a real honour to have been invited here. It's a real honour to work with people who are doing so well. And I guess this says it all, really. And I guess it was Teresa Weston here as a military spouse, because it's not just about military, it's about the family too. It says, "Thank you for all your help. It has meant a great deal to us. And whilst business is business, and I don't want to be emotional, to work with Jim and see him happy means so much to me." And out of all of the quotes there, I thought that was it. It was a new life. We as a unit, as a wife and as a husband, are feeling happy. We've got our own business and we're marching forward. I thought that was tremendous. So thank you for having me here. Fantastic set of people. And I think Ren is on next. There she is, waving over there to say a few words, because obviously this is a lady who knows a lot more about the organisation than I do, but what I've read, I'm backing you 100%. So Ren, up to the stage.